Yet another Friday, market's still trading sideways. What are we to do? Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today we're going to be talking about where altcoins are going to go, because obviously we are going to go for a huge boom for altcoins. I firmly believe this, and including Cardano and everything else. I think it's going to be huge. Today specifically, we're going to focus a lot on Cardano and Solana. Just no rhyme or reason why we're not including Polkadot. I think Polkadot deserves its own update video. But let's go ahead and get into the video. First, we're going to start going over exactly where Bitcoin is. So Bitcoin is currently sitting at $47,300. Now, again, I'm not really feeling in any sort of danger zone with where Bitcoin is. We're well above our 42,000 mark, which I did mention that as long as we go above, then we're looking pretty good. So again, here's that 42,000 mark. So we are still above this, and we have plenty of health. We did get our golden cross. So again, we are going to be looking bullish for Bitcoin. But right now we are just kind of trading level, figuring out exactly what's going to happen. We know the supply shock is coming. We know everything is coiling up and looking really bullish. In terms of altcoins and Cardano specifically, first we'll start with Cardano. It's currently sitting at $2.35, kind of coiling up in a pennant format. Kind of, yeah, maybe a little bit. It is coiling up though, and I do think Cardano is in turn for a ride. Like I think Cardano is going to increase over the next little while. So I do think as long as Bitcoin takes off and then gives some room for Cardano to pump, we are probably looking at a well over 100% increase from where we are right now, which I believe brings us roughly to a $4.75 ADA. Yeah, give or take. So here is our short-term goal. Again, this is short-term, so this isn't end of the bull market. I am still calling for that $8 Cardano by the end of the bull market, but it is realistic that we could see a $4 plus $4.50 Cardano. We'll just say that 475 is the tippy top. Now you might be asking, okay, well that's all well and good. Has Cardano ever made a move like that before? And we can kind of clearly take a look at what exactly it's happened. So I've talked before about how we kind of mimic these pumps up. We kind of get some support, we trade level for a little bit, and then we make another rise, maybe hold some support. This was the Bitcoin capitulation, but we did make it above. So are we going to look like we're making a similar move? So let's say a similar move to even this. So if we take this kind of graph going over, so if we take these bars going over, we can kind of see that, yeah, Cardano has made a similar type of move going up roughly that amount. And again, our percentage is down, so we're talking about a less of an increase, which makes sense because the market cap's higher. There's less room for it to grow. This goes with any sort of cryptocurrency. If you're buying cryptocurrencies at the top, say the top of the market cap, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and everything, they have less of a room to move because it takes more money to increase 1, 2, 3, 4x. So the lower the market cap is, the higher the increase that you could get. Like objectively, I would say KSM could realistically hit $4,000. So there's more upside potential for KSM, but obviously Cardano's a bit more of a solidified play at this point with such a big market cap. I'm not saying anything about the fundamentals. I'm more talking about the market caps and how much money is in each product. But I'm not, comparing the fundamentals because obviously I'm a little bit more of a substrate bull anyway on a lot of things that I predict. But again, Cardano could be heading for a move similar to this, getting up to the $4.75. And this comes with announcements of these new dApps and these platforms that are launching for Cardano. So Cardano announces the launch of custom DeFi platforms after the rollout of smart contracts, so that Alonzo upgrade. So this comes with a investment firm, I believe called Emergo. They partnered up and are starting Aster, or A-Starter, sorry, I should say. So kind of like Polka Starter. It's a simple, like, kind of launchpad website. So we've seen launch pads for the BSC. We've seen it with Polkadot. They've all done very well. So this is probably something that you want to kind of keep your eyes on and keep focus on. Make sure that you're paying attention to what they're doing, because it could come with a lot of good opportunities. A lot of people have made a lot of money with these launch pads. Now, of course, there can be scams, so please be careful. But it does look really good. So this comes with stuff like dApps, non-fungible tokens, so NFTs. We've been talking about that. Huge in Solana right now with NFTs in the NFT market. And the chief executive officer of Emergo was saying DeFi has gained traction rapidly over the past couple of years as it can provide more accessible financial services to many people that have been unserved by the current financial system. Again, I fully believe in this. This is why DeFi is so important. At the end of the day, you can be in charge of making your own yields and focusing where your funds are going. So incredibly powerful in the late game. Of course, right now, Cardano is currently just sitting at the $2.36 mark, so not doing anything crazy. But I would highly recommend at this point that you look into a starter that is looking at deploying DeFi dApps and platforms onto the Cardano blockchain. So Solana, we're going to talk about that next. Now, we've talked about Solana a lot, and the reason why I'm talking about Solana a lot is because I often want to let you guys know when I'm entering something, when I'm buying something, when I'm dollar cost averaging. I missed the boat on Solana, to give you some pretext, so I'm adding a position. Now, I'm a firm believer that if you have a good position, you don't need to keep adding to it. You can start building another position in a project that you want to hedge against. I have some Cardano, I have some Polkadot, I have some Ethereum. I don't have much Solana, so I want to build a position. I was late to the game. I could have gotten in much earlier, but now I'm in. Now, I would argue and say that the Solana products are actually pretty cool. I'm using the Radium DEX right now, just have a little bit of Solana here staked for some LP. I find it's very quick, very sleek. I love the Phantom wallet, so everything's looking really good. But Solana is building this bull flag, kind of eyeing that $250 Solana, even despite the 40% down price in the last week. Now, the 40% price was due to the Solana network going down, having that restart and sputtering out. We did have a tweet from Lark Davis, the YouTuber, saying, LOL, what the fuck is going on today? Sol goes offline for a few hours, Arbitrum goes down for almost an hour, and then Ethereum got attacked unsuccessfully. So a lot happened on the 16th on yesterday that kind of revolved around that. I'm not sure exactly what's going on with the Ethereum attack. I have no knowledge of either of those, and I am not part of Arbitrum. So a lot of people have been talking about the bull flag. Even comments in the Solana video that I did talked about, hey, do you guys see that bull flag kind of coming up? And yeah, it is continuing to build out this bull flag structure. And obviously that indicates a bullish up move to the upside that is incoming. So I fully believe that Solana can make another leg up, especially after the FUD. It's coming down to a price, but the blockchain still works. Everything is still fine with Solana. Nothing is crazy bad or anything like that. It is still all looking really bullish. So is a $250 Solana achievable in the near term? Well, I think as achievable as Cardano is to the $4.75 mark, I think Solana could easily hit a $250 Solana in the near term. We're talking about in the near term making a kind of trek up. So I'm not suggesting that we make a move similar to what we've done here after this kind of bullish flag. But here we have our flag pull, and then we have our actual flag. So if you just kind of do that. So at that point, usually after a bull flag, it does move to the upside, which means it'd be very achievable to hit that $250 Solana. So in terms of reviewing someone else's TA, is a $250 Solana doable? I think it's even more than doable. We could probably go a little bit higher than that. Now, I don't want to get too bullish on it because, there are still market caps. If it goes up, it's speculating more likely that the rest of the crypto market is going up, like Bitcoin shooting up, Ethereum is shooting up, and everything is getting ready to kind of shoot up. We've been talking about that supply shock. We've been talking about Ethereum continuously going down, Bitcoin continuously going down. Some of the altcoins kind of holding pressure, but everything's really getting pushed down, and everything's looking really bullish in every other aspect. So it does kind of look like a suppression of the market down, and we are looking at a pretty big pop off as soon as we kind of get the motor running with Bitcoin and Ethereum. Again, I'm just going to stress my cautionary kind of message here. You should not be dumping in so much money that if we do crash, if we are wrong, then you lose it, right? You do not want to over leverage yourself, put too much into a blockchain. Don't go switching one project to another. I don't swing trade my stuff. I just buy, hold good pieces in my portfolio. I kind of keep them there for the long term, and I get ready to dynamically dollar cost average, which means dollar cost average as a percentage every set amount of days, and maybe increasing or decreasing the percent as the price fluctuates up and down. So here I'm obviously dollar cost averaging into Solana and expecting that the price goes much, much higher from here. That's it for me. Hopefully this video helped you kind of navigate what's happening with Cardano and Solana. If it did, go ahead and give me a like and subscribe to the channel for more crypto news and content. And of course, happy hodling.